welcome to the first show of the new year, episode 450, 2021, man. Let's hope it's going to be better than 2020, because boy, was that a headache of a year. Hopefully this year, all these COVID restrictions are going to be dropped, and we can do some reporting from the field. I would like to welcome to the Throttle Club, INVADER, BIGGIE 1%, Dale Jodoin, Koolaidacidkilla, and Thomas Feriancek. Guys, welcome to the Throttle Club. Don't forget to download the Zoom app and get me an email so to add you on for our weekly Saturday night teleconference calls. They are awesome, man. I'm actually really enjoying those, man. I think last night, or our last one, we were on for like 2-3 hours or something. Everybody just getting along and talking, all that stuff. I had my cards read by Little Mama, man. Yeah, she is point on. Point on. Very good, Little Mama. Hopefully we'd talk her into doing a YouTube channel. That would be freaking awesome of her, man. But yeah, those members-only Zoom chats are awesome stuff. We're working on a interview for this coming Sunday about what's going on with the American Legion. It's going to actually be a Zoom recorded face-on-face stuff. We're going to be bringing on people that way from now on. That way it makes the show a little more interesting over on YouTube and Facebook, because those are the video platforms, and people just don't want me to sit, see me sit here talking to the air while somebody's on a phone. So we're going to be doing that. Our freaking big news coming today is going to have to do with the MRF. We're going to be talking about their their legislative priorities. And first thing up on there, and I'm glad to see this, they have as their 2021 high priority objectives is the profiling. Yes, I don't know how many times we talk about it over here, but profiling is a huge issue. We also have, that foolishness over in Australia, man. I guess there was a riot and all kinds of club members were involved. Guy's acting a fool over there. But anyway, let's get on started with the show. Let's get some of this biker news going. Okay, here we go. This is from a newsletter I get, and you have to join MRF, Motorcycle Riders Foundation. I think it's like $25, $30 a year, and your dues go to help this lobbying for motorcycle rights, and they get into all kinds of stuff, man. The Motorcycle Riders Foundation 2021 legislative priorities at the 2020 Motorcycle Rider Foundation's 36th annual Meeting of the Minds conference held in Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, that's another thing. I had a mess because, this COVID stuff. Strategy session was hosted by the MRF's Legislative Committee. And the purpose of the session was to establish and prioritize the MRF's federal legislative agenda. Number one, man, and I'm happy to see this one, profiling. They go on to say sustaining lobbying efforts for the passage of resolutions or legislation that promotes awareness and prohibition of motorcyclist profiling, seek opportunities including, but not limited to, H Resolution 255, with language that, and this is very important, they got to get this language in these resolutions, or personally I'd like to see them laws, but promotes increased public awareness on the issue of profiling of motorcyclists, encourages collaboration and communication with the motorcycle community with law enforcement to engage in efforts to end profiling of motorcyclists, urges state law enforcement officials to include statements condemning profiling of motorcyclists in written policies and training materials, and outlaws the practice of profiling of motorcyclists. Now, do you see in there that it applies to everybody? You, I, club members, the whole 9 yards. Everybody, a blanket coverage. That's why it's important. This issue just don't have to deal with freaking motorcycle club profiling, members of them. It has to deal with everybody in general. Until something like this happens to you, you can shrug it off. Yes, that's what most people do. But you'll, come quick to realize that, hey, you're going to say Hollywood told you so, that it happens all the time. It happens to A-Bait members. It happens to freaking hog members, riding clubs, motorcycle clubs, people even without patches on. This happens to. Some cops out there, they just got a freaking hard on for bikers. They want to get up in there, and give them an enema and all that type of stuff because they don't like the way they look. They don't like the way they ride. Or they just, don't like us at all because they don't believe in the philosophies that we believe in. So I really like this right here. I'm going to have to talk to them, man, and get me hooked up to try to get this done in Illinois. Because Illinois, it should be pretty decent easy to freaking get something like this passed. Just got to get the right representative and stuff. And we actually got a, pretty couple decent ones, but not the whole state. But, it shouldn't be that hard to go through and get that done. But, yeah, profiling at the top of the list, that's awesome. And that's why I say if you don't actually want to get involved in getting it implemented, why not pay the dues and become a member and you're supporting them, MRF, A-Bait, AMA, whatever you want to do. Get in with a Biker Rights Foundation. So, then they're going, let's see here, renewable fuels. Advocate for the targeted changes to the renewable fuel standard, including the following actions. And let's just go through there before I give my opinion on this. Support universal availability of approved fuel blends containing no more than 10% ethanol. I know Iowa, they really depend on the ethanol because they're a big corn producer and stuff. But ethanol tears a damn engine up, man. It really freaking does. And take it out. Why do you gotta have it? That's what I say. Promote additional research and independent studies concerning the effects of higher blends of renewable fuels on motorcycles. Ensure the availability of separate pumps. To minimize the risk of damage to motorcycle engines where a higher blend of renewable fuel blends is available, and sustain lobbying efforts for the passage of the Consumer Protection and Fuel Transportation Act. Then, they go into emission regulations, and that has to deal with California, I bet. What is wrong with California and all your BS stuff out there with these emission regulations? And, I'm so glad I moved out west from Chicago because you had to do emissions with your car and stuff. And you know what? They are so anal about that stupid crap. Give me a freaking break. You know what? When China and all the rest of them freaking start abiding by this emissions crap, you're not going to do nothing. Then the autonomous vehicle stuff, and that's going to be a big thing that you're going to see more of in 5-10 years when these cars start freaking driving by themselves. And yeah, they got the detection for cars and trucks, but what about motorcycles? You know what I mean? Then they go through their medium priority objectives like roadway design, discriminatory legislation. That one says oppose any motorcycle, or motorcyclist-based discrimination legislation or rules proposed by the Congress. Vulnerable roadway, gang club, and other language. Monitor and respond to federal legislative or regulatory activity concerning the usage of the terms gang, club, known associate, and associate when referring to motorcyclists. I actually think that should be thrown in with the profiling and a major priority, but that's just me. Then the minor items that they're going to be talking about is distracted driving. And you know what? The distracted driving stuff, there has to be increased penalties for hitting a motorcyclist. There really has to be. You see some of these people that, oh, I didn't see him type of stuff, and you kill somebody and they get a slap on the wrist. I don't approve of that stuff. So I think they need to get some language that really hits them hard. Then the sound testing, exhaust systems. Yeah, any federal standard proposing, stamping, and certifying of systems. Then you got the lanes split and stuff. But MRF, like I said, this is the letter for January and February, and then you got it's called the American Bikers Journal. A lot of good stuff. You got Dave Dwyer. He's a representative. They talk about other issues. A lot of stuff when it comes to motorcyclists, and that's why I say everybody needs to join something like this. Let's take just a paragraph or two out of this one. Political Action Committee. Brothers and sisters, as I write this, the November election is over. Well, not until the 21st. That's all I can say. But there are some legal battles and recounts occurring. There are also 2 runoff Senate elections in Georgia. Yeah, how much you want to bet they take them and do a rope-a-dope with them? They're, While all this is going on, the House and Senate are electing their leaderships. Pelosi just won by 1 or 2. So you're going to have to see that rag for the next 2 years. As far as MRF PAC is concerned, we are now in the next phase of the election cycle, which means working to replenish the fund for the 2022 elections while we will hold in-person fundraisers at Bikers Inside the Beltway and meetings of minds. We are mailing letters out with membership materials requesting donations. If you can, please make a donation to MRF PAC. If your SSMOR would like to hold a fundraiser for MRF PAC, then they include that stuff. So their PAC is actually to help with all these efforts and stuff. So, good stuff here. Then they go in and they talk about, what's going on in the states, what legislation. Very, very good stuff. Oh, Illinois. Holy cow. Other than something new from the governor, still the same stuff. Anyway, let's go overseas, New Zealand. Here we go. Acting like a fool over there. New Zealand and freaking Australia, man, all the time. In a prison. Where do you guys get your names, man? Between you guys and Canada, I don't know what it's with yous. We're English over here in America. We can't say these damn names half the time. Majority of riders are Mongols and Comancheros gang members. Correction Minister Kelvin Davis says. We're going to take a listen in here.
As a massive fire burned buildings, 16 inmates remain on the roof of one of them. You can just see some of their silhouettes against the blaze. We've learned at least 4 of those prisoners are 501 sent here from Australia. News Hub has also been asked to take part in negotiating an end to the standoff. The fire has so far destroyed a major part of the minimum to maximum security jail near Te Awamutu, as Shannon Redstall reports.
The night sky lit up as the oldest part of Waikeria prison burned. The inmates were small silhouettes next to the leaping flames they watched for 2 hours. The 16 men were spending their fourth night protesting the allegedly inhumane conditions at the maximum security jail. 12 hours later, smoke continues to waft out of the complex.
I mean, they've been treated like stray animals, like thrown in a pound.
The uncle of 3 men worried about his nephews.
This is definitely not a right, because if it was a right, I'd be the first one there firing bullets at them. This is a protest. All they want is just normal, standard, jail, hygiene requirements. That's all they want.
News Hub understands at least 4 of the men defiantly protesting on the roof are 501 deportees from Australia. Their family members say they're willing to die for this cause, but like Corrections, desperately want this standoff to come to a safe conclusion. Corrections says the situation remains highly volatile in document signed by the men and Corrections to.
So that's the back end of the story. Speaking after the 16 men who had destroyed the top jail facility and occupied the prison's rooftop surrendered, the corrections minister accused them of reckless criminal acts. Then they talk about the 5 that were deportees from Australia, but they're claiming that the Comancheros and the Mongols members, some of them were a part of that stuff, even though they don't mention them in the story, but they give a big freaking headline about the majority of the rioters are Mongols and Comanchero gang members. Yeah, that sounds like a hit piece. Anyway, sad state of affairs here, man. Sad state of affairs. First deadly shooting of 2021 in Las Vegas.
A deadly shooting at a New Year's Eve gathering in North Las Vegas. Police calling it the first homicide of the year. This happened on Bruce Street near the I-15 in Cheyenne. 8 News Now reporter Madison Kimbrough spoke to police about the incident and joins us now live with what she can tell us. Hi, Madison.
Yes, hello. So this all happened at the office building behind me. I'm going to let you guys get a closer look as we zoom in, but it's still unclear which unit was rented out for the party. Now, at around 4:15 this morning, North Las Vegas PD received multiple calls about someone getting shot at this location on North Bruce Street.
Upon arrival, officers located an adult man, unknown age, suffering from at least 2 gunshot wounds. Medical personnel arrived and transported the victim to UMC, where he later died.
According to police, during the party, 2 people got into a fight over a gun. A 3rd person stepped in with their own gun and started shooting. Currently, there is a person of interest to this crime, but police haven't released any information. We will, of course, keep you updated as more information becomes.
She's hot. Anyway, it was the Black Kings Motorcycle Club hosting the event. She is hot. Anyway, back over to Australia. 2 more appear in court for the Christchurch man's alleged murder. And 4 people have now been charged with the murder of a Christchurch man at a gang pad on New Year's Eve. Kane Allen Wyman, 46, was dropped at Christchurch Hospital in a critical condition by a woman driving a white Mercedes. He had suffered serious head injuries and died a short time later. It is believed Wyman was attacked at the South Island headquarters of the international bikie gang, the Mongols MC. Police raided the property on Friday night, and a scene examination there continued. On Sunday night, police said they had arrested a 31-year-old man, charged him with murder. The man was granted interim name suppression when he appeared in Christchurch District Court. He did not enter a plea and was remanded in custody to appear in court again on the 4th. A 41-year-old man believed to be linked to the Mongols was arrested on Saturday in Southland and charged with Wyman's murder. There you go, man. So there's a 4th one now that was arrested. This has been going on since New Year's Eve. And this is by Sam Sherwood. Now back over to, yes, the United States, Iowa. Let's go over there and listen to this.
is taking on gun violence and crime with a new nuisance property task force. Police Chief Joel Fitzgerald announced it yesterday. It includes law enforcement, code enforcement, and the Waterloo Fire Marshal. Fitzgerald says the city gets frequent complaints about unlicensed after-hours club and owners that disregard public safety, all to make money. The Waterloo Cedar Falls Courier specifically cites the areas of the 100 block of Edwards, the 500 block of Dane, and the 500 block of West 4th Street. The chief called them sources of violent crimes, illegal alcohol sales, drug activity, and more. Now, that last address we mentioned was home to Sin City, a private motorcycle club. The Courier reports was turned down for a liquor license. That's also where 2 people died and 8 were hurt in a shooting on September 26th. Now, people can call in complaints to 319-291-2515. According to a news release, the city will utilize authority.
That was from last year, but now they're just getting it passed in the new year. The 500 block of West 4th Street was home to the Sin City, a private motorcycle club. The Courier reports was turned down for the liquor license. Okay. Basically, when they're saying after hours clubs, they're going after clubhouses now, it looks like, because of that incident. Now let's get some good stuff, man. Some good stuff. Motorcycle Club donates winter items to people experiencing homelessness in Sudbury. Good stuff. It donated plenty of warm, wet winter items to Sudbury's homeless. And on top of that, clothes and all that good stuff. One of the men who received the donation told CTV News he really appreciates the kindness. This was from the Warriors Motorcycle Club. I'm proud to be from Sudbury again. Actually, up until recently, I was kind of ashamed. I had no help, and I felt alone. A lot of people are feeling like that now, man. They really are. With all this COVID stuff going on and the refusal, the GOP punks, not to give $2,000 out because they think it's their own money. Anyway, Corey Graff's Wall of Shame.
A Wolcott police officer is accused of rape. 33-year-old Zachary Powell of Newark is facing multiple charges. State police say the incident occurred in Newark in 2017. He is to be arraigned next month.
Go over to ProudHooligan.com for all your Insane Throttle official merchandise, including our new Proud Hooligan line. ProudHooligan.com has a wide assortment of gear to make you look good on your next ride. ProudHooligan.com is the go-to for every biker when they want to look good as well as to help the show out while doing it. Visit ProudHooligan.com now. Rock on. Hi, I'm James Hollywood Machikari. Join me Monday through Friday for Motorcycle Mayhem Morning Show on YouTube Live, Facebook, and all major podcasting platforms where we talk about all the major biker news going on in the scene. Rock on! Get your most unbiased and trusted biker news now at HarleyLiberty.com. Founded in 2012, Insane Throttle Biker News has been the place that all bikers come for what's happening in the scene. Go over now and bookmark HarleyLiberty.com. Rock on! Hi, I'm Hollywood.
And I'm China Doll. Listen to the Hollywood and China Doll Evening Show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major podcasting platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel.
Rock on! Oh, man, rock on, man. I'm telling you what, China Doll's doing pretty good over on her channel. That's where we have the Hollywood and China Doll show Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We talk about all kinds of topics, but she is really killing it. She just put out her 3rd standalone video, learning the editing process. She's doing some good stuff over there. You guys got to check it out. talks. I think their last one was what was it like for a woman to wear a property up patch or something like that. You got to go check her friggin' channel out, man. That's also available on Spotify, iTunes, the whole 9 yards and the whole 9 yards. But what do you guys think of what was in the news today? I was really interested in the MRF stuff because that's what I'm personally interested in. Is the biker rights movement, the motorcyclist right movement, for Christ's sake, man. You never know until it really happens to you. You really don't. Some of the stuff I got coming up this week, I actually heard a pretty damn good interview where somebody, because I interviewed him once too, and it's in our catalog, our segments and stuff like that. You can find it. But he did an interview with George Christie and got some information out of him. I think I did, but regardless, it was a very interesting and casual type of conversation. And I know there's a big freaking controversy between him and Sonny and why he left, why he's out on bad. I'm going to be giving some of my thoughts probably Wednesday on that during the monologue. Play a little bit of that interview because the guy's smart. He really is. He's intelligent. They claim that he was a rat, but you know what? When he went down, he was the only one that went down. It was other angels that I guess, according to him, said that were testifying against him. So, I know there's bad blood between them two, but they're, two legends to their motorcycle club nation. And I just found it really interesting. It was a great freaking interview. So there's a lot of people giving good interviews, about figures within the scene. And not only just club stuff. I like the interviews with bike builders and all that, but it would be hard for me to do it because we're on the radio. That's where our main deal is radio. So it's hard to show the bikes that they're going to be talking about. Now, it'd be easy on YouTube and BitChute and all that stuff. But, you got to keep in mind that people listen to us when they're going to work or, messing. Hopefully, not messing with their honey. But that'd be weird, okay? If you're listening to me while you're getting down on some pink taco, you are a freak. You're a freak of the highest degree if you're listening to Hollywood while you're getting it on with some damn type of honey, man. But those are the interviews that I really do like is that. I like some of the freaking tech videos that are going on out there with specific channels. And we got a lot of other people that are starting some biker channels. It's just a huge explosion. I call this industry the biker entertainment industry. And that's one thing that you people have to remember. It's biker entertainment. It ain't gospel of what any of us have to say. If you want to be a part of an MC, you have to go in reality on the street and go up to them and talk to them. Nothing we say is going to help you out with that. It depends on what area you're in, what locality, all 9 yards. So remember, biker entertainment. I can't say it enough. Because a lot of people, they take a lot of what everybody says and really make themselves look stupid when they go up to somebody. Oh, I seen it on this guy's thing or that guy's thing. They're just going to equate that with you watching Sons of Anarchy or something, right? We're here to entertain you. Remember that, man. Remember that. Acting like a fool's out in Australia and New Zealand, man. I always say that stuff. They're loco over there, man. They're crazy. Okay, they're crazy. They do that all the time. You know, most of our news lately has been about Australia and all that crap, man. Holy cow, New Zealand, and don't forget, don't get them too mixed up. They'll get pissed. They do all the time. So anyway, make sure if you're not a member of the Throttle Club, just hit join. Boom. That gives you access to all the stuff on YouTube as far as perks. Plus, it gets you into the private member section over on HarleyLiberty.com. See, we got two different type of membership clubs. HarleyLiberty.com, when you sign up over there, it's $10 a year. You only get access to HarleyLiberty.com. That's it. You don't get any perks from the YouTube side. When you join the YouTube side, you get perks to both. That's how best to explain it. You know, it helps go to keep the programs going and all that good stuff. So with that, I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you have a good damn week. Get you some honeys. Pass me around like a hooker. And don't forget to rock on, man. Go over to ProudHooligan.com for all your Insane Throttle official merchandise, including our new Proud Hooligan line. ProudHooligan.com has a wide assortment of gear to make you look good on your next ride. ProudHooligan.com is the go-to for every biker when they want to look good as well as to help the show out while doing it. Visit ProudHooligan.com now. Rock on. Hi, I'm James Hollywood Machikari. Join me Monday through Friday for Motorcycle Mayhem Morning Show on YouTube Live, Facebook, and all major podcasting platforms where we talk about all the major biker news going on in the scene. Rock on! Get your most unbiased and trusted biker news now at HarleyLiberty.com. Founded in 2012, Insane Throttle Biker News has been the place that all bikers come for what's happening in the scene. Go over now and bookmark HarleyLiberty.com. Rock on! Hi, I'm Hollywood.
And I'm China Doll. Listen to the Hollywood and China Doll Evening Show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major podcasting platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel.
Rock on!